Yeah, we're gonna make a loaded chili cheese dog pasta bake. We're gonna start with browning some chopped up. And now we got that somewhat brown. We can start adding some other stuff. We got some Wolf brand chili. Now you can use bean or no bean. I'm using no bean, so just a meat chili. So before you start saying in the comments, yes, I know this is not the healthiest. This is a fun recipe. While that's cooking into that, we're gonna throw in some onion, half an onion chopped up, and a chopped up Roma tomato. We're gonna get that sauteed and cooked into there. As you're getting that cooked into there, let's throw in our seasonings. We're gonna put in some smoked paprika, garlic powder, black pepper. We're gonna throw in some salt. Get all that mixed together. We'll just let that cook together for a few minutes. Let it get all nice and sauteed together. Now we're gonna go over to our baking dish, our 9x13 that we greased up. I'm putting in 8 ounces of elbow macaroni on the bottom here. Get it evenly, and then we're gonna bring over that hot dog chili cheese mixture that we just put in. Chili hot dog, I mean. We haven't added the cheese yet. That is coming soon. That all out of there. Once you have that, we're gonna go ahead and spread that over the top. We're gonna add in a very important part here. Shredded up 1 cup of cheddar cheese, of course. This is a loaded chili cheese dog bake. Get all that cheese out of there. All right, y'all. We got the oven preheated to 375. Just throw it in there for 15 minutes, and this thing should be ready. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, man. That smells like a loaded chili cheese dog. Whoa.
Listen to it sizzle.
So good. What you think, baby girl? Let's try this American masterpiece. Oh, I know it's gonna be a hit with the kiddos. Oh, yeah, baby. It's pretty hot. See? American masterpiece, y'all. That was a fun recipe, y'all. You gotta try this at home. All right, well, y'all, we're gonna make a Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole. Start with some shredded potatoes, also known as hash browns. Throw them in there. It's about 32 ounces of shredded hash browns in there. And then we got a chopped up onion. If you got a small onion, chop up the whole thing. If you got a big one, chop up about half of it and throw it on in there. And we got 1 stick of melted butter that we're gonna drizzle up over there. Or if you want the measurement, that's half a cup of melted butter for you type A personalities out there. All right, and then we're gonna have 16 ounces of sour cream. Just plop that in there. If it doesn't come out, get your spatula here and just scrape it. Come on, baby. There we go. Got the last little bit out. So we got our sour cream in there. Next, we want to take a can of cream of chicken soup. Come on. Nice plop there. Scrape that baby too. We don't like wasting around here. And then finally, got some cheese that I shredded up. None of that bag stuff up in here. We shredded ourselves. Put that in there. Save about half a cup's worth for that end part. And then we're gonna put just a little bit of black pepper, kind of to your taste. whatever you're feeling. We want to mix all that up together. Get that good mix. Make sure it's distributed well throughout. Okay, now that we have that nice and mixed, we're going to put it here in our 13x9 greased baking dish. Get it all in there. Ooh, buddy. What y'all thinking about this one? Also, what's your go-to order at Cracker Barrel? Mine's the Grandpa's Country Fried Breakfast, personally. And then finally, take that little bit of cheese that we had left over, sprinkle it over the top. Get it nice and evenly distributed. Cheese inside and out. There. All right, y'all. So we got the oven preheated to 350. We're gonna put it in there for 45 to 55 minutes. And we'll come back and check on it, see what we're working with. All right, let's check out this hash brown casserole. Ooh, baby, that thing is bubbling. Wow. Wow, it really does remind me of the Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole. Man. Yeah, get a nice view of that. Woo! All right, y'all, I'm gonna let this stop bubbling in a minute and we're gonna try this thing. All right, let's try this, baby. Man, this looks good. Ooh, get a look at that. Oh, bubbly goodness. Straight out of Cracker Barrel, y'all. Okay. Oh, I don't want to burn my mouth. It's hotter than I thought it was still. Whoa. I might even say this is better than the Cracker Barrel one. I can't believe I'm saying that because I've loved that since I was a kid, but I'm not lying, y'all. This is good stuff. You gotta try it. I'm gonna make a chicken and broccoli casserole. A lot of you guys wanted to see this recipe, so I'm bringing it to you. You steam 2 bags of 8-ounce broccoli. We're gonna put that on the bottom of our 9x13 pan, and then we're gonna put in about 6 breasts of chicken. Spread it over the top. I cut it into pieces, and you want it fully cooked already when you make this dish. So make sure it's fully cooked. Get that spread in there. Now, we're gonna come over to our mixing bowl, make our mixture. Start with 2 cans of cream of chicken. All right. And then we're gonna have 1 cup of mayonnaise that we put in there with it. And then we don't want to waste, so make sure and scrape those soup cans out because we got a lot of good stuff in there. And I know you guys will fuss at me if I waste anything on here, so. Then we're gonna put about a teaspoon worth of lemon juice in there, maybe a little more. I think I want a little more lemony. About a teaspoon's worth. There we go. Then we're gonna use some curry powder. Now the recipe said half a teaspoon. I'm gonna do a little more than that because I like a little flavor in mine. Curry you can find at any Walmart or any regular store. Oh, that smells so good. And then you mix all that together. All right, now that we have that mixed up, take it over to our chicken and broccoli and just put it over the top. Try to evenly distribute it as best you can. Just just get it smooth evenly over the top. All right, once you have that topping over it, we're gonna take cheese. I shredded up 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. If you want to do less, you can do less. That's up to you. I like my stuff cheesy, so I'm a good American. And I shredded this myself. That's why it's like a little clumpy in there. Because I've heard shredding your own cheese is actually a little healthier. There can be stuff in the bag stuff, but if you don't have time and want to do the bag stuff, all good. I'm sure it'll taste great. All right, so final step before we throw it in the oven. I'm going to take a couple of slices of bread. You can use that same mixing bowl you had earlier and just tear them into little pieces. I'm using some Texas toast here. There you go. And you want to have a couple tablespoons of butter and just pour that butter over the bread. Get it nice and drenched in there. Try to let it soak it up. Kind of mix it around a little bit. You don't have to spend too long. Get that butter nice there in the bread. Now that you have the butter mixed into the bread there, and a little bit of that mixture, you just put that over the top of the cheese. Just kind of try to spread it evenly as you can. This is homemade, so homemade's never going to look perfectly symmetrical. So just do the best you can. It's all about if it tastes good. So yeah, just spread those guys out. Use your hands if you're not shy. All right, so we've got the oven preheated to 350. I'm going to put it in there for 25 to 30 minutes. 25 to 30 minutes, and this thing should be bubbling and ready. Let's check on it. Ooh, that looks perfect. Oh my goodness, folks, look at that. I am so glad y'all requested this, because my wife and I are about to benefit from it.
Yum.
Look at that bubbly goodness.
Yeah. All that bubbly.
Yeah, let's take it here in the corner. Look at these little, I love these little bread pieces. Ready? Yum. Let's try it light. I got a little broccoli in it too. Gotta get the chicken. Get all that good stuff. Y'all gotta try this for real.